All right, I am planning our next travel adventure, and it's very different than things that I've ever covered on here before. We are going to be taking an Amtrak train, and it's going to be overnight. Now, this is not necessarily a luxury experience in the sense of, the rooms aren't as luxurious as maybe in Europe, but the way that we are traveling is a little nicer. I know many people recently have been afraid to fly or just more nervous to fly, and taking the train is an option, but it's very different than flying. The biggest misconception about taking the train is how quickly you can get somewhere. Taking the train is not meant to be a quick experience. Trains typically with Amtrak have some sort of delays with them, especially as you go more west. So you're not going to be getting anywhere fast, and even though there is a timetable and they try their best to stick with it, please understand that that's not going to be the fastest way. It's definitely not faster than flying, and a lot of times it's not less expensive than flying. These are the typical seats that you will see on an Amtrak train. Now, there's lots of space above, there's space by your feet, it's bigger than a plane, but it's definitely not faster. So if I was going from Connecticut to DC, probably takes about 6.5 hours, 7 hours. Now, if we're going to stay overnight and you wanted to do these types of seats, then yes, it definitely would be less expensive than flying. When we do overnight, we do something called a roomette. So these are more money, and it's definitely more money than flying. And this is a roomette that would have 2 people that can go into it. Even if you have a child, that child does not count to go in this room. You would need 2 rooms. So there's 3 of us. We need 2 separate roomettes. And there's chairs on both sides, and then there is a bunk bed that will appear and that will pull down. So the chairs that are down here, they will turn into a bed, and then the bunk bed will also be used for the second person. There is no bathroom in here. There is a shared bathroom that is down the hall. So this is just called a room on Amtrak. This is much bigger. It's for 2 people again. This bench over here will turn into a bed, and then there is a pull down bed also. There is a bathroom with a shower combo in this room also. If you're staying in a room, you do get meals that take place when you are on the train, and obviously you get your own private car. So this is a great option if you are not in a rush and want to get somewhere and go on a train. There are also family bedrooms that can sleep up to 4 people. They're not available on every single train. So it's definitely an option if you want to take a train, you can definitely take it. You just need to know those ins and outs and what to expect on a train so that you're not disappointed. I've also done a YouTube video before about how when we took our overnight trip to Florida with my son and all the things